Hello, and welcome to some Poliwag community day, which is gonna be a really exciting community day for PvP players, because we have a dual evolution into Poliwrath and Politoad, and they're both getting a legacy tag, and it's clearly the Poliwrath that is the winner with the counter, which is a really good move for PvP. But Politoad getting Ice Beam is also pretty good as a coverage move, because it has access to Blizzard, which is an enormously expensive attack. So having Ice Beam, having an ice attack quicker against the potential grass types, or flying types for that matter, is a decent side grade, because I think usually you would still like to have Earthquake and use it as a ground type sort of Pokemon, even though it is just water type. But having a really good opportunity like a community day to get a lot of different Pokemon, get a lot of different IV spreads, and with the Fossil Cup still in PvP, a couple days yet, I think it's switching Thursday, it's gonna be crazy good in Fossil Cup, and then going forward Poliwrath is gonna be really good in both Great League and in Ultra League. I'm a little bummed I didn't get a shiny here in the intro. I've been catching quite a bit to attempt getting a shiny in the first recording. Well, let's see if we can find some shiny Poliwags. The shiny Poliwag itself is not super exciting, but the evolutions are, and I will show you that in just a moment when I find one. There you go. There's the shiny Poliwag. I had to go a little bit of a walk here to find it. It's very typical that when I start a video, I'll be like, okay, we'll find it in just a moment, and 10 minutes later, at least it's just a moment for you guys in the video. So a very standard, it's a little bit pale of a shiny. Let's check some of the stats. Not super PvP optimal, but let's just evolve this one for the sake of checking the shinies out. So it evolves to the Poliwag, which is also just a pale shiny. So not super exciting, but it will become pretty exciting. Now that I will choose to evolve it into a Poliwrath, I think, this one, just for the fun of it. You can see down here, it'll become green, and it'll become blue and purple, or blue and pink for the Politoad, and requires a King's Rock. So I'm not just gonna make a Politoad for the fun of it. I need to have one that's at least decent for some PvP before I use it. But Pokemon have been very nice to us, very kind, to give us a research with some extra King's Rocks in case we haven't saved up. But look at this Poliwrath. This green Poliwrath is really cool, and it has the counter down here, which is just groundbreaking. So this one is likely gonna be a trade to someone that missed out on today, and it's gonna be for Ultra League, of course, because it's already above 1,500. And let's check under today. They've given us the limited research here, so they've given us 4 King's Rocks for free, which is it's a nice gesture. And here's another one, and a huge one, a huge shiny. So should be pretty fun to have around. I'm almost contemplating not evolving this one, because it feels like it's just the regular Poliwags that they put in the showcase for the different Pokestops. So maybe I shouldn't evolve to this one, but maybe I should just evolve the next one that I get. Just having this as an extra one until the showcase is over for extra large Poliwags, because this one might be really big. It is actually, so it's my record for now. Not in weight, but in size, I guess, in height. Here's the new shiny that we can likely make into a really bright Politoad. Depends on the IVs, of course. If it's really good IVs, I gotta check it first to decide if it's a Wrath or a Toad. But let's quickly see what the IVs are. That's decent, but I have gotten some really good ones already. So I don't think this is super duper optimal. So I'll make it into a Toad, even though it could potentially be decent for PvP. But I've already found 20, I think, with 0 attack, and then it's very different between how much defense and HP they have. So I have a very high likelihood of some of the other ones being good for Toad, or Wrath for that matter. So let's make this one a Toad. Let's use a King's Rock, make it into a Toad. I also found another research, this is from a Pokestop, a field research, that also gave a stone. So they are very what's that word? Very, very friendly with the King's Rocks. And here's the very bright Polytoad. Generous is the word I was looking for. Very generous with the King's Rocks. Alright, so Ice Beam on the Polytoad. Let's see where this one lands. I mean, it's decent. What about Ultra League? Ooh, okay, that's pretty good. That's I think that's a keeper. Here's another one, and then I can show you some of the shadow Pokemon that I have saved for today. So I wasn't really expecting Poliwag to get a community today. So when I saw the announcement, I was very, very happily surprised, because as I'm about to show you guys, I have a big portion of Poliwags laying around. That is very, very exciting. So look at these Polys, and I can go to favorites. I got a bunch of old ones that I have been saving for I don't know how long. This one's 22, this one's 21. So this one's really, really exciting, because it's Ultra League Wrath rank 5. So that's gonna be really, really good for some Ultra League action. And I was in PV Poke earlier. I think in Ultra League it says that it's like rank 7. It might be Great League. I might have mistaken or thought wrong. I could edit some text and and fix my mistake if I say incorrectly. But I think it goes all the way to rank 7, which is crazy for like a Shadow Poliwrath. So very excited to announce that I got a rank 5 of a top 10 Pokemon in Ultra League. And now with Legacy Attack, so that's cool. That's really, really nice. I'm gonna evolve some more. I also got a pretty good one for Toad, but I think I'm gonna save that for the evolution towards the end of the video. But I just don't want to forget this one, because that's it's gonna be really, really good. So let's check just for the fun of it where it lands, how precise it is. Oh, 89. That's so good. But it's a lot of Stardust. So I'm not gonna do it right now. But we might be seeing some Shadow Poliwrath in the future. Here's another, and I think the final one that I'm actually gonna record for today's video, because I've just been like tripping over all these shinies. I've literally been like stumbling upon some of these shinies and like getting a couple in a row and whatnot. So I'm way ahead of my like usual standard of 1 shiny per 10 minutes. We can make like a status now if you guys feel like. We have half an hour until we're done, so we've spent 2.5 hours for now. That was a terrible throw. Wow. So let's go in and search for some shiny. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. 21. That's really good. Like getting above 15, 16 is good. Getting above 20 is fantastic. And since it's some really, really cool shinies, I really, really like it. So yeah, but let's skip ahead of time a little bit. I'll save you guys the trouble of cleaning through all these many catches that I've done today, and I'll catch you guys when I'm ready to do some evolutions and talk about what the result is for today. Catching is over, and I've been looking through all my many Poliwags, and let's evolve like 1 or 2 more. And I think that's pretty good. We can evolve. I had a really decent rank for PvP. See if I can find it. Here's my Wrath. Here we go. My Poliwrath rank 21. So that's pretty decent. Getting some top 50 Pokemon for PvP is quite hype usually. Now that also Wrath is gonna be exceptionally strong right now in the Fossil Cup, as long as that lasts. And then when we go back to Ultra League at some point, it's gonna be like crazy strong in Ultra League. I think you prefer the Shadow, but it's also gonna be a really good not Shadow version. It's like this regular one here. This particular one that I'm evolving now, of course, is just for Great League, where I think it's also gonna be like pretty decent. Like getting counter on a water type Pokemon, like water is a really good defensive type, and counter is a really good, fighting type is a really good offensive type. So I think this is gonna be hype. This is really nice. And then I had another Shadow that I had saved. So this one is a Toad for Ultra League. So let's bring this one up. So I think I have evolved all my saved up Shadow Pokemon within the event time. I have a couple hours left here, but I decided to record before I did my trades, because as you might or might not have seen, it started raining. It's raining right now. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just make my recordings done and then just not think about the weather anymore. So yeah, this one's a Toad. So let's make this one a Toad. But I mean, it's quite appropriate sitting in the rain evolving water types Pokemon, right? I'll take one for the team. Alright, so I quite like the irony of a shadow Politoed because it looks so cute. But now it's a matte cute Pokemon. That's funny. Got the Ice Beam back here. And then also, I have saved up a really old Poliwag. I got this Poliwag. I got 100% Poliwag that I have apparently saved for 3 years. That's crazy. Crazy to think I have not evolved it yet. So we should definitely evolve that one. And it's not really a Pokemon that you like need to have 100%. So if you didn't get one this weekend, like just no worries, don't think about it. It's very much a collector's item, and I'm gonna choose to make it into a Poliwrath just because it becomes the highest CP, and also because it has counter, of course. And with counter and power up punch, like maybe it could even be strong enough to start playing a little bit with some of the Team Rockets. Like I've been seeing a lot of friends doing like counter power up punch Lucario, and this could also be a little bit fun for some of the Team Go Rockets. I'm not gonna use it for Master League, of course. This is not strong enough, so it's not very good. But it's pretty high. Counter 100%. Oh, this weather, this raining is really. It's getting. I might have to stop soon. All right, I need to finish up. I need to finish it up. Do we have anything else we need to think about? I like putting like this status inside my videos. Apparently I didn't walk that much today. I started on 20 kilometers and I finished on 27, so like only 7 kilometers today. But that matches with the fact that I have only caught a little bit more than 500 Poliwags. I started here on 1175 and ended on 70.08. So like only a little bit more than 500. Usually they get close to 600, sometimes past. But I guess we've been chilling too much today. Been having too good of a time. English is hard sometimes. And this is a screenshot of the 100% before we played today. And I got, was it 400? Yeah, 420 XL candy, and I'm gonna get some more when I start trading some of the Pokemon back and forth. And a lot of candy also. But this is the thing, not even considering all the candy I spent while evolving and playing. And I thought I was done recording. And I wish I haven't transferred all the traded Pokemon for today, because I would have shown that I did not get a single lucky trade in those all 100 trades. But you know what I did get in those 100 trades? I got another hundo. And that's pretty exciting, because I just did a Poliwrath 100%. So what's stopping me from making a 100 Politoed just for the fun of it, so that I have both legacy moves on 100%? I think that's pretty hype. Also my head, look. I'm completely red like a tomato now. It's in part because there's almost no lighting left, and it's also in part because I'm still wearing sunscreen. So let's make it 100% Politoed with the Ice Beam. That's cool. That's really nice. I'm starting to worry this video might become quite a bit longer than I expected. But oh well. We're having some hype highlights. Adding another 100% to the video. That's cool. That is pretty dope. And now we'll go take a shower. And now I'll stop playing Pokemon, because it's been the entire day. Oh, this rain's really getting bad. Wow. Alright, last thing. Poly H0 and Shiny, because I know some people are gonna go crazy if I don't show how many Shinies I get in the Community Day Pokemon. So 22 Shinies. That's very nice. That is above the standard. And not only that, one of the Shinies is a really highly ranked Politoed for Great League. So that's super cool. I might be having to use that in a video sometime soon. We'll see. But potentially though, I will probably use some counter Poliwrath first, since that is very nice right now, and also in the Fossil Cup that I've mentioned too many times in this video now. So yeah, if you guys thought it was cool with some Poliwag Community Day, and if you guys want to give me some credit for sitting in the rain and recording the last part of the video, please give me a like for staying out in the rain. I hope you guys had a good one. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.